Good morning, guys. Good morning. How is everybody doing today? Man, yesterday in the morning, early on, I didn't get a trade, but I got a trade later in the day. Nailed a nice one on Tesla. I'll show it to you guys here in a minute. So, how is everyone doing today? Thursday, guys. The week is going by so fast. I mean, I feel like if we just lay our heads down right now, close our eyes, we'll wake up on Saturday. Just time is just going. It's just going. I gotta edit a video for today. A new video will drop today here in the channel. I already have it recorded. I just have to edit it. And I have some new video ideas for maybe next week or the week after. I'm gonna put out a little mini course here on YouTube. It'll probably be a 3-part series, starting from the very most basic things. And then moving a little bit from there to a little bit more intermediate stuff. All right, guys, give me 1 second here. Let me get ready to put out a little tweet here, send out a message, let everybody know we're live. In the meanwhile, get your questions and your tickers ready that you want me to look at. Joey, good morning. Dwayne, good morning. Kevin, what's up, guys? Glad to see you on here. Let me let everybody at the Discord know we're live. Man, I could smell the Cuban coffee my wife is making. That's awesome. Yep. Spy is, it's whipsawing. Oh, guys, remember yesterday from the watch list, DRCT? Remember yesterday we drew these lines together. Do you guys remember? You remember. It was yesterday. We drew these lines together. Look at this $2 line. We got all the way down here like 190, 187, 189. So we got right on into that level. We said watch for that area to become support. And then we said we have room towards what? 340s because of this top and this top. And what did we do yesterday? Are you not entertained? Well, we called this thing perfectly. Now, I didn't get this trade because it went during lunchtime and I don't trade lunchtime. But dude, are you kidding me? Look at that move right to our target. That was amazing. When I saw that one yesterday, I was like, all right, I'm going to save it here so we can go over it with everybody. But that was amazing. Really good. Really good move in the afternoon as well. We pulled all the way back in here to VWAP. No new highs. I was on the microphone. I told everybody, guys, I don't think we're going to make new highs. So I'm not going to be a buyer of this pullback coming out of lunch. Because I don't, since we made a lunchtime high, I don't believe we're going to make another high in power hour. And sure enough, we didn't. You still could have caught a decent little trade here for sure. There's no doubt about that. But, I mean, overall, that one worked out exactly like we planned here off the daily chart. And that's why I always tell you guys, the trade idea comes off the daily chart. And this is a perfect example of why. So go ahead and erase that. And let me show you Tesla's trade from yesterday. Okay, so to erase the, well, no, we're not going to erase the fib levels. We're going to redraw them to where they were. Then we're going to scroll back right in here. Okay, so yesterday Tesla made, new highs in the morning here, boom, all the way to 858-ish and change, right? After like a quick little morning drop. Check this out. We had that quick little morning drop, and then boom, right through VWAP, and then it made this nice move here. I didn't partake in this move because simply this candle right here, nothing freaked me out. I was like, what is happening? Guys, that's over a 10-point candle. It broke, it made a new high, and immediately retraced, got back under VWAP, bearish sign. And then, it trapped the bears and did that. And normally this right here would have been a potential sign for me to get long, thinking bears got trapped, but I didn't. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to jump in this thing. I'm going to be very patient. And I didn't get a trade all morning long. Not a single trade for me all morning long. And then we got that move. We got our high. We got our high here. This high is 854, I'm sorry, 858.12. And this was right here at around 11 o'clock. Then we pulled in and we began to hold VWAP around, I posted in the Discord, around 1 o'clock and change, I think it was. I said, guys, keep eyes on Tesla. Tesla has the makings of an afternoon setup. And mind you, I had not traded all morning. Just nothing really screamed trade me. So I took no trades. And we watched this happen and boom, we hit VWAP. And we bounced right off of it. Okay. We have VWAP here. We had the 23.6 Fibonacci level in here. This is this 850 zone. Okay. Now watch. Let's just put a line. You see this line here? This is the dotted line from the 23.6 Fib. But let's just put a hard, solid line here. You know what? I'm even going to make it thicker. Boom. Super thick. And let's scroll back. Oh, what do you know? That line coincides with the previous day's high. The previous day's high right there. So now we have the previous day's high. We have the 23.6 Fibonacci level. And then we have VWAP right underneath it. So we're consolidating in that zone. So I get on the mic and tell everybody, guys, what do we look for during lunchtime? And then I showed them some screenshots. So we did like a little mini lesson on what afternoon setups should look like. So I showed them the screenshot of an afternoon setup. And then I showed them this. And I'm like, this is an afternoon setup that is presenting itself here. We got to see if we can hold throughout lunch. Lunch is 12 to 2. If it can hold here without making a new high and without breaking down too much, well, then we have ourselves an afternoon setup in the making. And that's where I want to trade it. And you see how we keep holding VWAP. These are arrows I drew yesterday. Look, I'll hover over it. You can see the date created on 3/9/2022 at 1:12 p.m. There's no BS here. These are the arrows I drew yesterday, but at 1:57 p.m. you see the box populates there because when you hover over it, it'll tell you when the little arrow or the line was created. Look, we'll hover over today's line. It was created today at why does it say 11 a.m.? Oh, no, there it is. Created. Sorry. Created 3:10. So that's today. And it doesn't say the time yet. I don't know why. All right. Either way, here you can see them created yesterday. Boom, boom, boom. So we keep going. And then we start to get that little move to the upside. Now, it doesn't end there. It's a little bit more extensive. What did I also do? I came over here to the 15-minute chart. And I showed everybody that what we were forming was, in fact, a bull flag on the 15-minute chart. And right here on this candle, on this little red candle, I think it was. Let's double check. Yep, that's where I went ahead and got long. I got long on that candle and I bought call options. And we immediately break out. Well, not immediately. 15 minutes later, basically. We break out and up over the bull flag downtrend resistance line, and I take profits off up here. And then this very next candle, This next 15-minute candle breaks back inside the flag. And at that point, I used that as my stop. Prior to that, my stop was under VWAP. But when we broke back inside the flag, I sold out of it, the remainder. Okay, so it was a nice green trade. Took a little L on the last piece, but a nice green trade overall. But I stopped out of it here when we broke back inside the flag because the trade had triggered already. Now, I could have kept my stop down here under VWAP, but the trade had triggered, meaning it broke up and out of the flag. And when that happens, I fully expect, continuation. Because if I would have bought the break out of the flag, then I expect continuation. If we break back inside the flag, then I take a full loss on it. I had actually bought it inside the flag. There are various ways of trading a bull flag, at least 3 that I go over in my courses. So right here, boom, I entered here, took profits up here, broke back inside the flag, stopped out the remainder, and it was a nice trade. Now, Tesla did later continue higher, and now today we're gapping down. So, left a little bit on the table there because I stopped out of the remainder, but overall, nice green trade for the day. And I left maybe $1 and change in contracts because time decay did start to get to them a little bit. So there you go. That was yesterday's trade, and that's the reason why I took that trade. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, Amazon, guys, 20-for-1 stock split. Amazon jumped 5.3% in pre-market after it announced a 20-for-1 split and a $10 billion share buyback program. The 20-for-1 split follows a similar move by Google, parent company Alphabet, earlier this year, and is reviving discussions about whether Amazon or Alphabet might become members of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. There you go. So 20-for-1 on Amazon. So Amazon following Google there. All right, let's see what we got here, guys. Jose, good morning. Mahesh, good morning. Your thoughts on Rivian for long entry earnings today after the market? Typically, I would not, typically if I was going to think that something was going to move up before earnings, I would think it's going to happen days prior leading into today, and I would already have taken a position. Very few times will I take a position, the same day of, unless it's something that I'm, have a high conviction trade idea on. Rivian hasn't been doing well at all, and I think it's still horribly overpriced. And I'd imagine their forward guidance today isn't going to come at it's not going to come any good, I would imagine. So I would expect further downside on it. It doesn't mean that I would buy calls or puts going into earnings. You never know what's going to happen in an earnings call. So that's a complete gamble. I don't do that. Now for day trades today, what we can do is look at the chart here and see if there are any levels. So we have clear as day, $50 potential resistance. We're nowhere near that right now. We're not even over yesterday's high. So you'd have to really break yesterday's high and hold that as resistance. So you'd have to get up here, break through this level, right? You'd have to do something like this, break through that level, maybe get a little extension, and then see if it can come back down, test the level, hold it as support, and continue higher. Then you would know, you'd get your confirmation, possible long, and see if you could write it up. But I don't see why Rivian would do that. I don't see any reason why it would do that. Joe, good morning. You bought SPY puts 428 yesterday. Close, at the close. Nice, congratulations. I hope the CPI data doesn't come into. I hope it comes in hot, and you get further downside on that. That comes out at 8:30. So, because if the CPI data, that was a risky trade. Let me tell you why. There was talks between Russia and Ukraine yesterday. That was not fruitful. So, I mean, it's a bad thing, but that means further downside on the market. I'm just trying to phrase that in a way that doesn't sound insensitive. I'm just looking at it from a market standpoint, not from a geopolitical standpoint. If I was going to look at that and give my opinion on that, you know, Russia bad, Ukraine good, right? But okay, so that one there is bringing the market down some. But now we got CPI data at 8:30. If the CPI data comes in under 8, let's say, you might still make some money on that, but I think the session might be a little choppy. If the CPI data comes in 8.5, 9, 10, oh my God, we're going back to like 8.15 today, I think. So, I mean, there you go. You guys got my little spy plan already, more or less. But I'm waiting for that CPI data, you know, because you just never know what's going to happen. Great Dane, good morning. INDO, Jose says, INDO has mobilized drilling rig to commence drilling of 2 back-to-back production wells at Crublock. IMPP, OXY, I'll look at those for you. Okay, so INDO, I did see it earlier this morning with a pop, and it must be off of that news. Look at this. Yesterday, remember we talked about this 25 line? We didn't really get in there. We got as low as 28.25. We didn't get in there deep enough. This one could still have some shorts that are trapped in there, and now with that news, you know, if you begin to hold yesterday's highs up here at 43 as support, that could be something to keep on watch. We're gonna put that one on the watch list. So let's start with that one. All right, so INDO. All right, so we have INDO 1 hour ago. Mobilizes drilling rig to commence drilling of 2 back-to-back production wells at Crublock. Okay, so watching for the $43 area, yesterday's high, to break and become support. Could have room towards $50 to $60. 50 to $60. All right, cool. We got that one down. And then you said INPP. IMPP, you know, could trade it. It was always trading in conjunction with INDO. So good. So keep an eye on that one. If it can break and hold 6, I think we talked about that level recently. Now see this $6 range? Resistance. Support. If it could break that $6 level and hold as support, you could get a move here 750. No, I'll put it on the watch list. IMPP watching for a break and hold of $6 area, could have room towards 750. Or watching for 6 area to hold resistance, could fade back down towards 370s. 4 to 370s area. All right, there we go. We got 2 down. So good. Mahesh, SI. Let's look at that one. Silvergate Capital Corporation, financial services sector. Financials are a good area to be watching. I'm not playing, like I'm not investing in any specific financial stock right now. The only thing I'm picking up is VFH. Just a Vanguard financial ETF. That's the only thing I've been picking up. But you know, there's definitely some of these like SI here. The problem you have here is you have this 200-day moving average right here at 130, which coincides with this resistance level, previous support level, right there, previous support again, right? Previous resistance. I mean, it's just a level that goes on and on and on there. Rizzo, welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you on there. Thank you for joining. Guys, remember the Discord, the 30 days for free. I already spoke with Jonah, my partner, and that's going to end at the end of the month. We're giving it until the end of this month, and then the 30 days for free goes away. So if you want to take advantage of that trial, now's the time. Here's the link in chat. So yeah, that 130 level is going to be potentially a problem for SI. You have probably some potential support. I mean, you definitely have support down here at 100. You have a nice little channel that it's been trading in. So I'd watch that 97 to 130 zone. You're at the top of the channel now. So unless you break up and over that channel, I'd expect that channel to begin to hold resistance, maybe send it back down to 97. But if you can break up and over that channel, you could have some room here to 140s, 138 to 147, which is that 100-day moving average. Jackie, good morning. Martin says, can we check ENSV where the short squeeze starts, or at what levels the 27% short interest gets interesting? Okay. So ENSV, oil and gas. Well, I mean, this thing already squeezed. That's it, already squeezed. Remember, guys, short squeezes, they aren't all AMC, GME, LFIN. I don't know if some of you might be too new to know LFIN or too new to know DRYS. They don't all, short squeeze or high short interest, like get squeezed, they don't all go from $2 to $50 to $100 to $300. That's not the norm. This already squeezed. This already went from 69 cents to almost $10. Do you have more shorts in here? Of course. Do you have new shorts in here who are actually profitable right now? Yeah, of course. But yeah, that squeeze already happened. Can you get more upside on this? Yep. If you get more action in oil, of course. And one level to watch here is going to be $4. Another level to watch here is going to be this 250s. Previous resistance, current support. And that is the cleanest level right now. Let's scroll back here, see what we see. Oh, here's your $4. That's going to be an important level. Look at all of this resistance at that $4 level. Previous support back here at 4. So it's going to have a hard time there trying to get back up over 4 again. But if it can, and if it does it on high volume and begins to hold, that could be another little round there where you could see this thing maybe get back up towards 7. Monarchy, good morning. Mahesh, any good stocks over 50 to 100 that has been beaten down due to the down markets? Thanks. Yeah, a lot. A lot. But what are you talking about? Are you talking about long-term investing? Are you talking about swing trades? Are you talking about day trades? What exactly are you looking for? Monarchy, Jesse, please show us another one of your moves. Like dance moves? Not a good dancer. Maybe a little salsa. Yesterday we caught a really good trade on Tesla in the afternoon. We did an afternoon setup. I went over it at the beginning of the stream. So later on I'll just I'll go and do a little quick recap on it. But if you want to see the detailed analysis after the stream's over, Or now, if you want, you could just move the little thing all the way to the start of the stream, and that's like the first thing I go over today. Mahesh, short term, short. Okay, but so a swing trade. You're not looking for a day trade. You're not looking for an investment. You're looking for a short term swing trade. We had one. We had one on AMD. We went over it on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday, right? What's the day of this candle? Yep, Tuesday. Tuesday in pre-market, and some people in the stream made money on this one. We said, guys, watch AMD for a drop back into 99, $100 level, and watch for a bounce that could take it back into 110 to 114. And we got exactly that. And it's on YouTube, so you could go see the video, or you can come here, look. Well, I have to show it to you. Unless you're a DTC Pro student, you don't have access to this amazing dashboard. You see here Tuesday, whoops, AMD. There's our watch list. I also send the watch list out to everybody's inbox who's part of our email list. So you can always sign up here to get the watch list. Here you go. I'll give you the link. If you're looking for something right now, well, we'd have to find it. I have nothing. Let me take a look at my weekly list. Well, we went over Tesla already, and Tesla worked out nicely. Let's see if we find something really quickly. The problem is today is a very difficult day until the CPI data comes out. Yeah, I don't really have anything for you right now, brother. No. I could feed you a line of BS, Mahesh, but that's not what I do. So right now I have nothing here that I like because everything already made the move we were looking for earlier in the week. That could have been an overnight swing or a couple day swing. They already did it. See, look, NVIDIA 205. Look at it right here. This line was drawn right here, and we've been watching that level. So that one already happened. AMD already happened. Tesla already happened. So now we're gonna have to wait for new setups. Monarchy, like the one doji candle with high volume and a move to the outside. And they had the move earlier, but apparently it's resting. Yep, INDO is taking a breather. CPI data should be out right now. Lucid, we'll look at that one. Joey, yes, more than likely. Let's see what the SPY is doing off the back of the CPI data that came out. Let's go find that number as well. So CPI should have came out here at 830. We're getting a bounce on the SPY, taking it back into 424. Okay, well, okay, you guys remember when we started earlier, we were talking about CPI data, and I said, guys, if CPI data comes in 8.5, pretty much 8.5, like basically over 8, 8.5, 9, I said, watch out, right? We'll get further downside. But if it would come in 7.5 or something like that, then more than likely we'd get an upside move. Well, it came in at 7.9. So we're getting a little move to the upside here. Now let's see. The Bureau of Labor Statistics. So CPI rose 7.9 in February compared to last year, marking the fastest annual jump since 1982. All right, so 40-year highs. This took out January's previous 40-year high rate of 7.5. So in January we were 7.5, right? That was the previous 40-year high. Now we're at 7.9. I don't think it's high enough, and the market agrees. You can see the SPY so far. I don't think it's high enough. Like it's not a boom, right? High enough move to cause further downside right away. Because the simple fact is we went from 7.5 to 7.9. So it's kind of showing that, hey, inflation maybe is taking a little bit of a slowdown. Look, the reality is that on the 16th, when the Fed raises 25 basis points, that's not going to make a dent in inflation. It's not going to make a dent in inflation. But we've seen maybe a little slowdown. I wouldn't come in at 8.5. Would have came in at 8.5. Oh my God. So today could be a little bit of a choppier session. I don't believe today we rally because we're still at new 40-year highs. but it's not a drastic move either. So I think maybe today's just a choppy session, which is going to make it difficult overall. So what I'm going to be looking at probably today is just like I did yesterday, individual stocks. I'm probably not going to look to trade the SPY. I'm going to trade the Qs. I won't be looking at an overall market trend. I'm going to try to find an individual stock that gives me a good opportunity. That's it. Mike, INDO, yep, we went over that one. It's on the watch list. INDO has news. It has a news catalyst today. Watching for the $43 area to hold, which is yesterday's highs, to break and hold the support. Could have room towards $50 to $60. Mahesh, when you draw a fib, do you look at 1 year chart or daily, 5 minute, or something else? Well, it's like when I draw my fib, for the most part, always, I'm doing that here on day trades. So on a gap up, I'll draw it from the prior day's close. And then I'll do it to the current high that I'm looking at. CRWD, yes. Yes, CRWD. Where is it? CRWD, CrowdStrike, guys, surged 12.5% in pre-market trading after reporting better than expected quarterly profits and revenue. The cybersecurity company also issued an upbeat 2022 forecast. CrowdStrike said it would strongly pursue market share as cybersecurity demand accelerates. Cybersecurity is a huge thing right now, and if they have good forward guidance, which they apparently did an upbeat 2022 forecast, then you're going to see moves. Most of what's mattering right now when it comes to these earnings reports is their forward guidance. You have super strong, I mean, we're far from there. You have super strong short-term resistance here at 215 on CRWD. 207 is going to be strong, but we're far from all that. Well, not too far from 207. Here's the level I'd watch on this one, 192. Previous highs here. Previous support here. And here. Gap entry back here. And support. So you can watch that level for sure. All right, so we have INDO and IMPP. Let's go take a look at what's happening with Tesla right now. Not much. All right, SPY putting it back in some. VIVK. Guys, if you have any tickers you want me to look at, throw them up there. Oh yeah, Jose, you had said Lucid earlier. Let me take a look at Lucid for you. It's still in the channel, 21 to 28, 26. You got 2177 bottom of this channel, 2589 top of this little channel. We're at the top end of the channel right now, and that's what'll move. And then you were talking about VIVK has secured long-term oil sands supply and lease agreement at its Utah facility. Not much at all going on with this one. You have a gap entry here at 465. Then you have resistance here at 420. Oh, there's just so much going on here right now. You got 344 resistance, which is the low of this candle right here from this massive gap down. Yeah, so this is a little bit difficult one. And it has no volume right now. OXY. Wow, what a bounce back on OXY. It came all the way down here to 51 and change. We're right back up here at 58. A move. Look at how difficult that little 58 or $59 zone has been on OXY, guys. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Let's switch this to a daily chart. Oh. This is a big level. This is a big level, guys. Weekly chart. Look at that level. That's a big level. That is a big level on OXY. If we can get up over that level, this thing's, and oil stays, which I believe it'll stay bullish all year long. Man, 70 bucks is probably easy within reach. After that, you got almost 80. And that sets you up for a really nice channel here. Look at this. You imagine you start trading in here. So that'd be the level to watch on that one. If you can get through that level. FRSH. Give me 1 second here, guys. All right. Guys, do me a quick favor. We got 26 people watching the stream and we only got 13 likes. Help me out there. Hit that like button. It really helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. There we go. We got 14. Keep them coming. Let's try to get it up there as 26. Okay, so FRSH. Let's go take a look at that one. Freshworks, technology sector, downtrending. Yeah, I mean, I don't see. Look at that. I mean, we're tapping that downtrend, so the trend would tell you we're probably gonna start, fading back down. If you get a break up and over that, then maybe, but then you have to deal with this 50-day moving average. Not a lot going on there. CRM, yep, we already went over that one. Yep, the long-term play for sure. Berkshire made a big investment in Oxy, $80 price target. Awesome. Yeah, Oxy, I'm bullish oil, period, but good oil companies. So not INDO, not IMPP, stuff like Oxy. Where's the Cuban coffee, Jose? It's gone, man. I already drank it. Wife brought it early. She's been up with the baby since like 6 in the morning. The little one woke up a little bit earlier today. So the coffee came in a little bit earlier. I want another one, but I don't really want another one because she makes it really sweet because I like it really, really sweet. And, too much sugar isn't necessarily good. And I got a sweet tooth, bro. All right, what time is it, guys? 8:43 a.m. We have 2 stocks on the watch list. We got a few more to go over, plus the scanners. But the floor's still yours. Any questions you have? Any tickers you want me to look over? Any other questions as well? 21 likes. Thank you, guys. Keep them coming. Any other questions? Otherwise, we'll jump into the scans and news and try to find some more stocks to add to the list. We got the CPI data that came in. New 40-year highs on that sucker. We got the SPY now starting to pull it in a little bit after that initial pump. Or initial jump, I should say. NIO. Oh. Isn't that great? This is why I leave these lines. Look at the support previously at $20 and change on NIO. Look at the resistance we're finding there right now. So as long as it's under that level, one could trade it to the short side. So you can get back down here towards 17, 18 bucks. Clear defined stop over that line. And I OK TA. OK TA. I mean, you have obviously clear support at 150. But I feel like this needs to drop more. It needs to get down here to 140s. Look at this previous resistance there. What was that, a previous all-time high? Who was it earlier? Mahesh, right? I think it was you. This is a good one to watch. Oh yeah, there you go. You're the one who just brought this one up. This is a good one to watch for a pullback into that zone. That 142 zone. Just keep an eye on the overall market as well. If it can get down there, it might give you a nice little relief bounce. Right now, it's just a downtrend. You've gotten the 50-day. This 50-day moving average. Look. Resistance there, 200, 150. Resistance here at the 50. Resistance here at the 50. Resistance here at the 50. That 50 days acting as resistance. 142 could be a, sorry, 142 could be a possible support zone. Another one that's finding resistance at the 50, AMC. Remember, guys, I said AMC, watch for the death cross and downside, moves this year. I said AMC probably by summer we're at 10 bucks. Well, there you go. Right now we're in the 14s. This 50-day moving average holding resistance so far. Plug. I imagine this is what you meant. 26 is a resistance zone, and so far it's still there. We're still trading in this channel that we drew. 23 support, 26 resistance. You mean the cosmetic CPI numbers? Yeah. Yeah, man. Imagine. Gotta do what you gotta do with the numbers they give you. It's all Fugazi. All right. What time is it, guys? All right, we got 15 minutes here to 9. Then at 9, I head on over to the Discord. So let's take a look at some of these scans here. ENSV. ENSV. We got some news on this. There's another oil and gas. Probably just going along with INDO. Since INDO is making a move today, you got IMPP moving. ENSV probably is because of that. So you got some sympathy moves happening with it. INDO does actually have news. This has no news. This has no news at all. This has no news at all. And it has a world of baggies right now that might unload into these pops. So just be mindful of that as well today with these oil plays. CMAX, HUSA, same thing. You're getting all these same names, INDO, HUSA, making little moves. On HUSA, I'd watch and see if it can get up over 950. Maybe it gives you a little move here towards 12. So HUSA, another sympathy move with INDO, looking for 950 area to break and hold as support. Could have room towards 1230s, or watch for the 950 area to hold resistance for a fade back down towards 6 to 5. All right, cool. So we got those two down. MNDY. Dude, I never even heard of this company. Wow. That's some crazy stuff. I never even heard of that company. You're long it from 136. Nice scoop. Nice scoop. That 156 area could be a potential resistance area so far. So if you got to break up and over that, you know, you already filled the gap here to 174. But yeah, definitely a decent one there to keep on watch. Is it a long-term trade? I mean, a long-term investment or just a trade? Okay, so we got that. Let's go take a look at Tesla, which was my long trade yesterday. Guys, yesterday, at the beginning of the stream, I went over this in detail using both the 3-minute chart and the 15-minute chart and fib levels and basically everything. You know, we did a really thorough analysis on this. This was my trade yesterday on Tesla. It was an afternoon trade, an afternoon setup that I identified during lunch. We had this nice little 15-minute bull flag. I got long some calls there. Took some profits off as we pushed up and out of the flag. And then when we broke back inside the flag on this 15-minute candle, I sold out of the remainder. Took a small loss on the remainder of the contracts. Overall, nice green trade. It continued without me afterwards. So is life. Nonetheless, nice little trade there. So today on Tesla, oh man, it's in a difficult area, to be honest. It's in a difficult area. This 200-day moving average roughly lies around 845. So Tesla, watching to see if the 200-day MA around 845 holds support on pullbacks for a move back towards the 860s, or if this level becomes resistance and we fade back down towards 800 zone. That's what I'll be watching on Tesla. BBBY. BBBY trying to hold the 200-day moving average, guys. Keep eyes on that. If it can hold that 200-day moving average, you might get yourself a little bounce there. This coincides with this support back here. A little bit of resistance back here, look. Resistance. Support. Oh, where was it? Here we go, sorry. Support. So watch that level there, see if it can hold up. The only reason this thing moved like that was because the guy from GME bought a big portion of BBBY and he wants to push for change, etc. But nothing fundamentally has changed within the company yet. So just be mindful of that. Okay, so we got Tesla, INDO, IMPP, HUSA on watch. This LGVN, no. Okay. Oh man, BA got crushed. I'm glad I sold out of BA. I was long in my taxable account in BA from back here. And I sold that last year somewhere in here. And then I was long as well in my retirement account from down here and from in here. And I sold out of, I think I sold out all of it recently up here at 204 or something like that, 205. So I'm glad I sold out of that. BA, you could watch and see if it's too far away from that 184 zone. It's too far away from that 184 zone. I mean, in moving forward, you can watch and see if that 185 area holds resistance on BA on bounce backs. If you get a low volume bounce back into that level, that'll be one to keep on watch. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just put it as a back burner here. Back burner swing idea. BA looking for bounce back into 185 area on low volume for put options or shorts. There you go. So I'd watch that on Boeing. That's a big area it cracked. Okay. I think that's pretty good, man. I don't really see anything else that is screaming out, put me on the watch list. That's the problem. Not seeing it, you know? All right. Do you guys have any questions or any last minute Tickers you want me to look at? DRCT. We actually, it's funny, we erased all the lines earlier, but it's in the stream. At the beginning of the stream, we went over this one too, as well as we did the Tesla. This was yesterday, guys. We went over this one yesterday for exactly this move. As a matter of fact, it's on the watch list. DRCT, watch the $2 area for support move towards 3. $2 area support, 3. We called that one out perfectly yesterday. Definitely want to continue watching as long as it can hold that $2 area. What do we got here? LGVN. Yeah, I saw it here on the scanners. Here are the trade idea scanners, guys. These are my favorite scanners, by the way. You can always, there's always in the description section a 15% off coupon code for those. I'll put it in chat for you as well. Here you go. I saw it there, but I'm not liking the pre-market action right now. You know, we got up here through the 50-day and 100-day, but it's made a big move already. Let's see if it has news. LGVN. Doesn't have news. Latest news was 3 days ago. It's a healthcare sector right now. What's hot is the oil sector, so I'm not even going to put it on the list. UNH. We went over this one a few. Oh yeah, I seen here are the lines and stuff. We went over this one a little while ago. We have this old line here at 475. That'll be an area to watch because you got the 50-day moving average right in there. 475 to 484 to even 500. You have this channel basically. You got that little channel there. So that'll be, you know, an area to watch there. IMPP we put on the watch list already. We're looking at that one. We're looking at that one just to see if it can break up over yesterday's high and hold support. I'm not holding my breath on any of these unless INDO goes crazy, because the reality is that, hey, my headset. I was playing a little Apex Legends yesterday with my buddy, and I left my headset hanging behind me there like it ain't no thing. Like, who cares about YouTube? I just noticed it because I saw it on the corner of my eye. Unless INDO goes crazy, which actually is the one that has news today, I wouldn't hold my breath on IMPP or HUSA. So use INDO as a gauge. Think of INDO as the SPY for oil, for small cap oil stocks. But yeah, watching see if it can break up over yesterday's high and hold support there. If it can, then maybe it gets a move to $6-7. Maybe it gets that move. Okay, guys. So that's my plan for today. Tesla, INDO, IMPP, HUSA. Back burner, I'm going to be keeping eyes on Boeing for that potential swing trade. We'll be watching the scanners. I'll be watching the news just in case anything happens throughout the day. Let's go take a quick peek at the SPY again. SPY selling off here. The thing with the CPI data is that I don't think it's high enough to justify a huge dump, although we might get it. I think it's just high enough to make it a choppy session. That's what I think. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I won't make money on it. If I'm right, then I get the opportunity on some other stocks, I'll make some money there. But I just think that the CPI data came in hot enough to cause a choppy session, not high enough to get us a dump, and not good enough to get us a rally. Had the CPI data came in, you know, at, I don't know, what was the previous high? 7.5. Had the CPI data came in at 7.5, 7.7, 7.2, then that's a different story. I think we would have rallied off that because we would have seen, you know, a decent enough slowdown in inflation. But with that 7.9 number, I was thinking 8.0. You know what I'm saying? If we would have gotten an 8.0, then that would have been different. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, I'm gotta get ready here to put the final touches on the watch list, get it sent out to everyone's email. John will do that for me, and then jump over to the Discord. We're gonna be live there all day as usual. So like I said, remember the Discord, DTC Lite. We got DTC Lite and DTC Pro. DTC Lite, right now you can get 30 days for free. That's going away. End of the month, the last day of the month is the last day for 30 days for free. After that, it's gonna go away. And maybe it'll come back in the future on promotions, but we're never probably going to have that as a stagnant thing again for like an extended period of time. It's been 30 days for free since October of last year. All right, so if you want to take advantage of that, jump on that. I'm going to go ahead, get over to the Discord, get to work there. So you guys have yourself a great day. Thank you very much for tuning in. Tomorrow's Friday. I usually don't do live streams and pre-market on Fridays. Depending on how today's action goes, maybe tomorrow I'll do a live stream. But if today is what I suspect, then tomorrow I will not be on the live here. But I will be obviously in the Discord all day. So swing on by there. Stay safe out there today. Good luck. And stick to your discipline, guys, all right? Don't hold any bags. And today a new video comes out. All right? Good luck, everybody.